magandang umaga po sa ating mga bisita at sa ating mga kasamang MPC. Let's now have, thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque.
Happy birthday, Rocky.
Thank you,
and
sir.
happy birthday to all the August celebrants. No? So, magandang umaga po, Pilipinas, and good morning to the ladies and gentlemen of the Malacanang Press Corps, including our guests today. Now, good news first. The Philippine economy is set to grow faster in the second half of 2018. According to the Department of Finance, the faster growth expectation in the second half of 2018 is supported by an increase in government expenditure which reached 19.47%, the highest first semester expenditure since 2013. The country also gained the highest tax effort of 15.23% for the first 6 months of 2018. In addition, exports of goods and services picked up to a double-digit growth of 13% for the second quarter compared to 6.5% in the first quarter. On top of these economic gains, the Philippines, after an 8-year break, was also successful in returning to the samurai bond market. We assure the public that the government will sustain these very promising economic numbers for the remaining half of 2018 in order to provide better jobs and more comfortable lives for more Filipinos. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang tulong na pinamamahagi natin sa mga apektadong kababayan sa lungsod ng Marawi. Umabot na po sa 5,015 na internally displaced persons or BACWIT ang nakatanggap ng Skills and Livelihood Training Program galing po sa Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA. Kabilang sa mga Skills at Livelihood Training Program ay ang Massive Skills Training Program, Training for Work Scholarship Program at Special Training for Employment Program. Ito ay inaasahang makatulong sa rehabilitasyon ng Marawi upang maibalik na muli sa normal ang buhay ng mga residente. Now, as we speak, the economic manager together with the executive secretary are meeting on the House budget. But as of 10 p.m. last night, I have no further developments to report other than to confirm that there was that the Speaker, Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, joined the President 2 days ago and yesterday on separate occasions. 2 days ago, it was for the Filipino-Chinese turnover of the replica of the Dome in Marawi, as well as the Go Negosyo affair, where they had a side meeting after the Go Negosyo affair. And the President told me that as a result of the meeting, he will ask for a meeting with Secretary Jokno as well as Secretary Dominguez. No? That meeting apparently is happening only now. No? So I have no further developments to announce. I know there's been many reports in the media, but as far as my office is concerned, it's the same status, although they are meeting as we speak now. Questions, please.
MPC question. Welcome muna natin yung friends ni Spokes from Santa Maria, Bulacan and PCCI NCR. Welcome po sa press briefing. Question. Rose Binario.
Good morning, sir. Sir, yung naging viral po kahapon yung pagtataray ng lady prosecutor sa MMDA traffic enforcers and official. Ano po yung, bagamat nag-public apology na sila, ano po yung maipapanawagan nyo sa mga kawani at opisyal ng gobyerno tungkol po dun sa wastong asal po sa publiko o habang sinisita sila sa mga violations? Ano po yung panawagan nyo sa ganun?
Ako, pinapaubaya na po namin yan kay DOJ Secretary Guevara dahil siya naman po ang hepe ng mga piskal natin. No? So hayaan na po natin yung bagay na yan kay DOJ Secretary Guevara.
So ano po yung panawagan nyo sa lahat ng mga taga-gobyerno na halimbawang, kasi may Code of Ethical Standards, di po ba? Parang marami na po yung nakakalimot sa ganong batas.
Well, siguro po, yung Code of Ethical Conduct po for government employees, yan po ay batas. Dapat po sinusunod ng lahat ng taong gobyerno. Ang presidente mismo po, no, nung kami po ay napilitang mag-land trip nung galing sa Bukidnon, going to Cagayan de Oro, natagalan kami ng land trip kasi ang utos ni presidente, bagamat siya presidente, susundin lahat ng traffic lights. So tumitigil-tigil po kami sa traffic lights, hindi ibig sabihin na kami presidential convoy, dire-diretso lang kami. No? At ayaw niya nang hahawi. So the president is always hoping that people will follow his example by following traffic rules, following and according respect to traffic enforcers, and of course, following the laws of the land.
Thank you, sir.
May follow-up? Other issue, Joseph? Ina Andolong.
Sir, dun po sa about the budget. Yesterday you had an interview where you said that the president will be meeting up po with Secretaries Jokno and Dominguez to ask if a possible compromise on the budget is possible. What compromise do you mean by that? Does this mean that the president is or could be willing to shift to an obligations-based budget?
I don't think that is the case, but I quoted the president po verbatim. Yun lang po ang sinabi niya sa akin. I had to ask him during the dinner of the KBP kung ano nangyari doon sa meeting with Speaker Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. No? And yun lang ang sinabi niya. Tatanungin niya sa meeting si Secretary Jokno at Secretary Dominguez kung po pwedeng magkaroon ng compromise. Yun lang po. I cannot add anything further than that.
Compromise on what aspects, sir? Wala bang a little...
Wala pong detalye eh. Pero if you go by the statements of Secretary Jokno as well as Secretary Dominguez as well as my previous statements, no, the executive is firm on the cash basis budget, no. But of course, I don't know what's ongoing now because talks are ongoing. Nothing is etched in stone. So tignan po natin ang magiging resulta ng pagpupulong nila.
Did he mention anything about what he and Speaker Arroyo discussed about it?
Yun lang po ang sinabi niya sa akin na pupulungin niya at titignan kung po pwede magkaroon ng compromise.
Did the Speaker try to convince him to change his mind about the budget?
Nako, actually po, hindi po ako private dun sa meeting. Although I was watching out for it, so talagang I was with the president as much as I could, pero yung nagkaroon ata ng moment that they had the opportunity to meet, and I was not there. So tinanong ko lang si Presidente kung anong nangyari and what I could divulge about their meeting with Speaker GMA, and that's all that he told me.
Thank you.
May follow-up sa budget? Joseph?
Sir, ano lang for clarification. So, given that the President said that he will talk to Secretary Jokno and Dominguez, is the palace really willing to maybe let go of the cash-based budgeting?
Well, I can only go by the last statement of Secretary Jokno and Secretary Dominguez. No.
Okay. No, nothing can change the palace's
They cannot
mind.
let go of the cash basis budget.
Okay.
But then again, they're talking. Let's wait, no? I was just quoting their last statement on the matter.
MPC questions? Oh, sige.
For soundbite purposes lang, why is this better again than obligation-based budgeting?
Sa cash basis po, ilalagay lang natin sa budget yung mga proyekto na matatapos sa isang taon. No? So, sisiguraduhin po natin na yung binudget natin sa proyekto ay siyang magagastos at maiiwasan po ang underspending.
And this is less prone to corruption?
Dahil natatapos po ang proyekto sa lalong mabilis na panahon, yan po ay magre-resulta sa mas mabilis na delivery ng proyekto at biyaya sa ating mga kababayan. Pwede rin po na mabawasan ng korupsyon dahil maiiwasan po ang delays at kinakailangan na matapos nga no, sa lalong mabilis na panahon ng mga proyekto. Baka po mabawasan ng mga ghost projects, baka mabawasan yung mga projects na nadidelay na napakatagal ng panahon.
Thank you, sir.
May follow-up, Maylene? Other issues po? Sige.
Hi sir, good morning po. May panawagan po kasi si Senator Trillanes na kailan daw po kaya magpapadrug test ang mga Dutertes kasi po nag-negative po siya doon sa surprise drug test po sa Senate last month. So may result na po na negative yung resulta niya. Ito po yung statement niya, sir. Ang sa akin ang panawagan ko dapat Office of the President ang una, dapat si Duterte mismo para malaman ng taong bayan kung yung mismong namumuno ng war on drugs ay hindi impluwensyado ng illegal na droga. Salamat, sir.
Ano pong tanong?
Yung hamon niya po sa Pangulo na magpa-drug test din po at ang first family.
Well, hindi ko po alam kung anong dapat na response dyan kay Senator Trillanes, no? Dahil marami naman talaga siyang sinasabi na hindi ko na nga lang pinapansin o hindi na pinapansin ng palasyo. No? Pero ngayon po, hindi ko po alam kung anong sasabihin sa kanya other than Ang presidente po ay halal ng bayan. Kung gusto pong magpa-drug test si presidente, gagawin niya, pero hindi po para utusan siya ng kahit sino.
Other issue? MPC, no more questions? Maricel Halili.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, just a clarification about the holiday. I'm just wondering if you can enlighten us what will happen for dun sa mga workers on August 21 because the celebration of Idil Adha coincides with the Ninoy Aquino Day. So, does it mean na double pay? Paano po yung benefits
Wala,
nun,
regular
sir?
holiday lang po. Kung ano po yung makukuha nila na regular holiday, yun po makukuha nila.
Kahit na, sir, special non-working day plus regular holiday?
Oo, pareho lang po yun. Oo.
Okay.
Well, ang alam ko po from my labor laws, hindi naman po napalibasa dalawang holiday, dalawang basis ng holiday pay, no? Kasi pinag-uusapan lang naman dito holiday pay, no? Isa lang naman pong araw yung tinrabaho, bakit naman dalawang holiday pay ang ibabayad sa kanila, no?
So, just for one?
Opo, opo,
Okay, thank you, sir.
Questions? Joseph.
Sir, may mga nagsasabi kasi na parang, ano ba to, ba't nagkasabay yung dalawa? Yung Ninoyan.
Depende po kasi yan sa sasabihin ng ating mga kapatid na Muslim, eh. Parang Ramadan din po yan, depende po yan sa kabilugan ng buwan. So, at saka nag-rely naman po ang palasyo doon sa rekomendasyon ng yung Commission on Muslim Filipinos. Nanggaling po sa kanila ang rekomendasyon.
MPC? Parang wala. Ace Romero. O Bernadette.
Pero hindi naman times 2 na dahil dalawang holiday pay, no? From my basic knowledge of labor laws.
Use the microphone, Joseph. Okay.
The Cabinet-level Committee on Tariff and Related Matters has decided to thumb down yesterday the recommendation of economic managers to reduce import duties on select food items to ease inflation. Will the Palace still insist on lowering the tariffs or will it heed the advice of CTRM po?
Well, ang alam ko po mag-i-issue ng administrative order si Secretary Piñol. Antayin na lang po natin kung anong i-issue ni Secretary Piñol.
So, is it related sa tariff reduction, sir?
Ang alam ko po, hindi siya magiging zero tariff po. Pero meron po siyang i-issue. Antayin na lang po natin. Yung pag meron ng printed copy, we will post it in our Viber group.
Pero sir, can we still expect an EO on the reduction of tariffs?
Well, as I said, no, I don't want to preempt Secretary Piñol. Let's await the issuance. But from what I heard from Secretary of Trade and Industry, Secretary Lopez yesterday, it has something to do with amending an earlier administrative issuance that prevents imported fish from being sold directly in our markets. No? Isa po yun. So, at meron po atang bagong taripa para sa ilang mga agriculture products pero wala po akong nadinig na zero tariff. Out po ata ang zero tariff. Pero po pwedeng merong mas mababang tariff pero antayin na po natin kung ano yung magiging issuance.
Sir, thank you po.
Okay. Joseph?
Sir, I'm just curious, no? What is the Palace's position on the MMDA's no single passenger ban? On
Hindi
that, sir?
kasi nagma-micromanage talaga si Presidente. Hinahayaan niya yung mga miyembro ng gabinete na magpatupad ng kanilang mga programa, basta ito naman ay hindi illegal, ay sinasang-ayunan naman niya yan. No? Maganda naman po hangarin ng MMDA, mabawasan ang sasakyan sa EDSA. Ito naman po ginaya na rin natin doon sa experience ng maraming bansa gaya ng Estados Unidos. Sa Estados Unidos po talaga, meron talaga silang oras na devoted din yung sa mga tinatawag nilang express lanes na dapat minimum of 2 passengers. So parang yun po ang pinagayahan ng MMDA na bawal yung iisa lang pasahero for a period of time to encourage people nga to resort to carpooling. So pag may carpooling kasi, less cars on the road at saka syempre patuloy po pataas ang presyo ng gasolina, makakatipid din tayo sa gasolina. So let's give it a chance, no? Lahat naman po in-explore natin para magkaroon ng solusyon dito sa problema ng traffic.
Does it not disenfranchise yung mga single individuals who cannot afford drivers o kaya talagang single?
ang iniika ay talaga, oo.
Hindi, I mean, they're paying their
dapat
taxes,
kasi
right?
in relationship, no? Para hindi single. But anyway, levity aside, it really encourages carpooling po, no? Pwede naman mag-usap-usap kasi na sabay na tayo papapasok sa trabaho para hindi na tayo nagdadalawang kotse pa, no? Ginagawa po yan sa Amerika at ibang lugar sa daigdig. Hindi po tayong kauna-unahang nag-eksperimento dyan. So, tignan po natin kung magiging epektibo yan. Subukan naman po natin.
Ina Andulong.
Sir, some netizens or, well, commuters are saying nagde-discriminate yung policy. What do you say to that?
Well, yun nga po implemented naman po yan sa maraming parte ng daigdig. Hindi naman sila nagreklamo ng discrimination. Talagang police power lang po yan para mabawasan ang kotse sa kalye at para makapagtipid din po sa gasolina at sa diesel.
May follow-up? Other issue? Rosalie. Microphone, please.
Hi sir, good afternoon po. Sir, meron po bang kinalaman si Pangulong Duterte doon po sa napaulat na leave ni PIDEA Director General Aaron Aquino?
Not as far as I know.
Pero sir, yung statement po ni Pangulong Duterte nung isang araw na hindi dapat mag-presume, mag-speculate, doon po, does it had something to do with yun pong nangyari?
As I said, not as far as I know. Kasi ang leave naman po was a voluntary leave. If it's true that he went on leave, this is news to me, no? That he has gone on leave, no? So he must have filed for leave, so nasa sa kanya po yun. So ang sagot ko po, as far as I know, walang kinalaman sa Presidente dyan.
Pero yung statement na yun ng Pangulo, does it show po na nabawasan po yung pong trust and confidence ni Pangulo kay PIDEA Director General?
Hindi naman po siguro dahil sinabi naman niya, wala naman talagang direct na ebidensya na nagpapakita na may laman na droga yung mga magnetic lifters na yon at nagkaroon nga ng parang testing kung merong residue for shabu at wala namang nahanap na residue for shabu doon sa mga magnetic lifters. So ang conclusion on the basis of science is wala po on that particular magnetic lifters.
Does it mean also na dapat na rin pong itigil yung ginagawang investigation regarding po dun sa mga nakuhang
Hindi po,
magnetic
tuloy-tuloy yan
lifters?
dahil talagang dapat imbestigahan kung meron talaga nakapasok at imbestigahan talaga kung sinong behind it. No? Meron naman pong nahuli, di ba? Meron naman talagang nahuli. So ang pinag-uusapan lang, yung statement kasi na posible na madami nang nakapasok. No? So yun po ang sinasabi na wag tayo mag-speculate.
Jonah?
At ginagamit naman po natin ang siyensya na para wala ng speculation.
Good morning, sir. Quick follow-up lang kay Roscos. Ano pong reason ni General Aquino? Bakit siya nag-leave sa trabaho?
Hindi ko po alam.
At-
Pakitanong po si General Aquino.
Wala pong sinabing dahilan
Wala
sa
po.
Malacanang?
Wala po.
Ano pong, alam na po ng Presidente, ano pong sinabi ng Presidente?
Hindi ko po alam kung alam na niya. This is in fact the first time I learned that he's gone on leave. Palagi niyo ako na may mga balita na nakakaalpas sa akin pero I assure you before I come to a briefing, tinitignan ko lahat ng briefing, tinitignan ko lahat ng dyaryo. Hindi ko po alam talaga ito na nag-leave na si Aquino.
Follow-up.
Thank you, sir.
Rose Novenario.
Hi, Sir Uli. Sir, noong September 2016, may speech si Presidente na kukumprontahin niya o tatanungin niya yung China kung bakit hindi nila makontrol yung kanilang mamamayan na nagpapadala po ng illegal drugs sa Pilipinas. Ano po nangyari doon? Nag-usap na po ba ang mga opisyal ng China, Pilipinas tungkol po rito sa usapin na to?
In fact, kung di ako nagkakamali po, yung isang punta natin sa China, nagkaroon po ng kasunduan na mas maging malapit ang kooperasyon sa panig po ng ating drug enforcement agencies at sa drug enforcement agency din ng China. So kinikilala ng parehong bansa na problema po itong shabu at nagkaroon nga po ng kasunduan na makikipag-ugnayan at magtutulungan ang ating mga ahensya.
Pero nagpapatuloy pa po. Ibig po sabihin yung point of origin medyo maluwag. Kaya dito po yung point of destination nila. Dito lang nahaharang. Paano po yun maiiwasan?
Pero ang alam ko naman, dahil sa kaugnayan nito, naalala nyo yung sa panahon pa ni Faeldon, ang nagsabi naman sa atin dyan, Drug Enforcement Agency rin ng China. So, gumagana po yung ating ugnayan. Kaya nahuhuli rin natin yung mga shipments na nanggagaling sa China. Wala pa po akong impormasyon kung may ganyan din tayong impormasyon na binigay ang China dito sa latest na nahuling shipment, no? Pero I'm sure dahil may ganyan tayong agreement po ng cooperation, mas malawakan po yung exchange of information natin.
Okay, thank you.
Follow up on illegal drugs. Celerina.
So regarding the statement of the President na hindi dapat mag-insinuate na meron nga na drugs dun sa lifters, ano yung basis rin ng Pangulo? Was there any report, concise report from Bureau of Customs naman or what?
Well, kasi yung naging report siguro, yung tinignan din yung magnetic lifters, di ba? At nagkaroon ng testing at negative naman, no? At ang naging deklarasyon kasi nung one of the actors is posible meron ng 1 tonelada na nakalampas na nasa loob ng magnetic lifters. Pero I guess dun sa magnetic lifters na naharang, wala naman laman, no? So talagang walang basihan yung conclusion na posibleng 1 tonelada na ang nasa labas. Kasi kung titignan mo rin yung presyo sa merkado ng shabu, napakataas nga ngayon, no? Ibig sabihin, limitado pa rin ang supply. So speculative po talaga yung baka may 1 toneladang nakapasok na.
So that's the sole basis of the President.
Well, I'm sure he acted on information given to him also by the appropriate government agencies.
Okay, other issue, Pia Gutierrez. I follow up, Ina Andolong.
Sir, isn't it more prudent for the President to wait for the result of the investigation he ordered, or his office ordered on the shabu shipment? Because even si Secretary or OIC Anyo yesterday said that he didn't want to comment on the 6.8 billion shipment dahil ongoing pa po yung investigation.
Well, alam nyo, the President is a lawyer, no? So he goes by the rules of evidence. So until you have hard evidence, don't declare. So the onus is, don't conclude without evidence first. So there's nothing wrong with saying na speculative yung conclusion na yun kasi wala pa naman talagang evidence. So it's really a lawyer's inclination. No? Unless you have evidence, don't conclude.
Mm-hmm. But he said he is convinced that there was none.
Because wala pa nga, no? So unless there's evidence to the contrary, why will you conclude na meron nang nakapasok? No?
Hindi naman po preemptive si Pangulo.
Hindi naman po. It's just how lawyers are, no? Remember, the onus is on the person who alleges na meron, no? Kung wala namang ebidensya other than baka meron nakapasok, syempre sasabihin mo, ano lang yan, speculation lang yan.
And it's not preempting what could be the result of
No,
the
because
investigation.
The investigation is ongoing. Malalaman natin kung meron. Kung meron, mababagong statement ni Presidente kasi may ebidensya na. Pero as of now, wala.
Okay, last question na tayo. Pia.
Sir, President Duterte also said in his speech that Naga was a hotbed of shabu. Ano po yung ginawang basihan ng Pangulo para mag-conclude po nito? Lalo na at sinabi po kahapon ng Dangerous Drugs Board that the information is still up for validation.
Well, I'm sure he has access to information indicating certain areas to be hotbeds of shabu, no? And he must have seen in the report that Naga is one of them.
There are reactions coming from the public that yung pronouncement po ni President Duterte was politically, or politics was behind that pronouncement, sir. Lalo na at he said this after he belittled the leadership capabilities of Vice President Leni Robredo.
Siguro po ang shabu hindi naman po politikahin ni Presidente. Buong Pilipinas naman po may problema sa shabu. Siguro sinasabi lang niya mas matinding problema dun sa lugar gaya ng Naga, no? At ako naman po, I tend to believe na yung mga area talaga na medyo nahuhuli sa development, doon talaga lumalakas yung merkado ng pinagbabawal na gamot, no? Dahil nandun yung mga conditions, no? In any case, I don't think it's something that the President would say from thin air because he has access to all information that even you and I don't have access to.
Sir, another question pero concern pa rin po sa drugs. Today is the death anniversary of Kian de los Santos. So 1 year after his death, sir, can the palace say that the concerns aired by the public on the drug operations have been addressed by the government?
The death anniversary is significant because this incident led to the President's clarification on his official pronouncement on the drug war. He will support the police if the killing is legal. He will prosecute the police if the killing is illegal. That's the importance of this year's commemoration. No? It's a warning to all policemen to make sure that they use force when there is absolute necessity and when it is proportional. Otherwise, they will be prosecuted.
And I remember, sir, that President Duterte personally promised the family of Kian de los Santos that they will be given justice. Pero may report mo ngayon na a year after his death, parang 4 of the police officials have been cleared of command responsibility and only 5 officers have been jailed because of the incident. So
That's justice, that 5 individuals are in jail because of the killing of Kian.
thank you, sir.
Okay, may follow-up sa illegal drugs. Jenaline.
Hi, sir. Sir, will the President change anything or review his policy on anti-corruption and anti-drugs after he expressed exasperation over the campaign?
Well, the exasperation specifically has to do with corruption. No? So parang mas marami pa talaga siyang sisibakin and await for further announcements, I guess. Tayo nang magiging official SIBAC announcement bureau dito. No? So that will be now the new role of the Malacanang Press Corps. We will be the anti-graft dissemination corps. We will serve notice to everyone na itigil na yung korupsyon dahil kung hindi, babasahin ang pangalan nila dito at i-report ng media ang kanilang mga pangalan.
Sir, next. The President said he prefers Marcos or Escudero's potential successor over Robredo. Sir, anong meron sila na wala si Vice President?
Sasabihin ko sana, let's see what Alan Cayetano has to say about that. Hi Alan, I love you. Kaya naman masyado kayo seryoso. Preference na ni Presidente yun. Pero I'm sure his number 1 preference is Alan Cayetano. No? He ran with Alan Cayetano.
So, sir,
that's,
sige,
I guess just emphasizing that there are more people qualified. Okay? And I don't have to interpret what the President says as far as the Vice President is concerned. Let's not belabor the point.
follow-up, Tina.
Sir, are there basis for the President's statement? Baka meron siyang alam na hindi natin alam regarding sa nangyari ng election. Regarding...
I don't think so. I mean, I will not speculate. No, I guess he was just saying parang there's so many other people who are better qualified. No, but I'm sure, yun na nga, no, the list is longer than just 2.
Okay, last 2 questions, Darrell and then Joseph.
Sir, the President has once inquired about the status of the poll protest of former Senator Bongbong Marcos. So, since he said what he said yesterday, will the President step down if the former Senator wins his poll protest against Robredo?
Well, what he actually said is a real statement of exasperation and a genuine wish to step down if there's a better leader, no, or if there's a qualified leader to take over. And he has said that he thinks that Senator Bongbong Marcos is one of the better qualified leader to succeed him. If there's developments and he will win the protest and he becomes Vice President, yes, he will make through his word. If he wins if he becomes Vice President, perhaps the President will make through his word. Now he will step down. Because what he's worried about is if we were to use constitutional succession, then the successor may not be qualified. And then he expressed a preference on who he thinks will be qualified. So if he wins, I think he has said it before. He has said it before that if he wins the protest and he's declared as Vice President, he's willing to step down.
Joseph. Ay, Tina?
So, sir, linawin lang natin, sa ngayon, hindi talaga pa magre-resign ang Pangulo.
O yun nga po, tama po. Thank you very much, Tina. Sa ngayon, he remains. So, Barry Gutierrez, sorry po, he remains President.
Last question, Joseph.
So related to that, no? Si Secretary Dominguez yesterday, we were talking to him, and he was also quoted in a forum that the President deserves a break. Your comment first.
Well, I don't know how he does it because we all find time for breaks, but there's no such thing as leave for a president, no? So he probably should get one. No? He should probably file officially a leave and designate the executive secretary as acting, no, like what he does when he goes abroad, no. But I don't know. It's untested, no. I don't know of any. Alam mo kasi sa Amerika they have Camp David where they're expected to have R&Rs. Ayaw naman ni Presidente yung mansion. Oh, parang mas marami ata multuro kaysa dito sa Malacanang, no? So dapat kaya naman he spends more time in Davao, no? I guess Davao is really the place to be for him. And he spends time naman in Davao.
But you said yung pag-file po ng leave ng Presidente, wala tayong mechanism for that?
Walang mechanism nga come to think of it. No? Although, you're always president 24/7, no? So siguro po pwede naman talaga siyang mag-holiday leave, no? We'll see, it's untested waters. Why not?
You think he should? I'm not sure I caught you kanina. He should file for
Well,
that?
everyone deserves a break. Kung po pwede, why not, no?
Okay, MPC, last two na. RJ and then Joy Balancho.
Sir, does the President wish Bongbong Marcos wins his electoral protest because he's more qualified to be his successor?
That's a different question. I do not know. That's a different question now. I do not know about his personal preference.
Okay, would you know? Would you
No,
ask him?
because he had a different vice president candidate.
Thank you. Last question, Joyce.
Sir, quick question lang. Matutuloy pa po ba yung visit ni Pangulo sa Israel and Jordan? In his previous speech, he expressed having second doubts due to expenses.
Second thought.
No indication that the trip to Israel has been canceled, no? No information that it has been altered.
Last question na daw, Joseph. Last na kasi lunch time
Oo
na.
nga pala, I'm so sorry, birthday girl. Sir, ano lang I'm just worried. The President is willing to step down if Senator Marcos wins in the PET petition?
That's a conclusion that you can make because he says that he's willing to step down except that he does not think that the constitutional successor is qualified. And he has expressed a preference, no? Siguro kung ang successor is either A or B, then he will step down. So you can conclude, no, that if we have a different vice president and it is B, then he might consider stepping down. But for as long as A nor B is not vice president, then he will not step down. That's classic philosophy 11, ha?
Okay, thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Malacanang Press Corps. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson
Okay.
Harry Roque.
Thank you very much. See you on Monday.
Okay, back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.